Hey guys, this is GamerCow. We are playing the Pokemon Trading Card Game 2, and last time we got ourselves up to this place. I had to end rather abruptly because of phone call stuff. It was actually my grandfather about my monitor stuff, so, you know, that was an important call to take. So, yeah, cancelling stuff because I keep forgetting which button is supposed to be pressed. We are going to look at the mailbox because we have mail about Rocket number 4, which is using Water and Psychic. I would love to use Lightning here, and I think the deck that is designed to beat her is actually involving, yeah, basically involving stuff, and I still love that face that he sends in his messages. I don't know why, but no matter. The deck itself I made one or two very slight changes to. I decided because we're going into the Psychic Club that I would send in Mewtwo, you know, the Psycrash one that I had before, because we will be using Psychics and they will be using Psychics, the opponents, so I figured I might as well go ahead and use Psychic, you know, Psycrash thing here. And instead of the Super Potion and one of the Gust of Winds, I put in 2 more switches. It may be excessive, and I think it might well be. I might take one of those out, but I reckon it's okay at the moment, because Dugtrio has got 2 retreat costs, so's Dark Dugtrio, Hitmonchan's got 2, Hypno's got 2, but all of these guys have got 2, so it's a fairly hefty deck in terms of retreat costs, and Switch is useful for everything really. The Super Potion loss might be a bit heavy though, so I might take it out and, you know, reshuffle stuff up. But anyway, you are a great Rocket Girl, because, yeah, we're not trying to spy on them, we're trying to kick their asses, obviously. We do not know the name, the lyrics of this name thing either, but it's so stupidly weird. Seriously, so freaking weird. Nobody has the card I want. I do not have an Alakazam, unfortunately, so yeah, he won't say what it was until that. The Kangaskhan's kinda crap, so... But yeah, I will... You're creepy, dude. I am staying the hell away from you. I'm just staying in this corner. Nah, not really. So, now that we're done with that silly stuff, let's go ahead and do the things in here, because as we expected, Hikara has come already. That's us, obviously. And of course, Murray is going to be in her mind control stuff. We have to defeat Murray. Now, unlike last time, we only have to defeat Murray. And actually, the only other person who would play us at the moment is Stephanie down here. And I don't really want to play her because it's completely pointless and she wasn't really difficult to play last time. So I'm actually going to just completely ignore her for just now and just go straight for Murray. So yeah, we will duel Murray. I forgot to... Actually, no. I want to go ahead and change my coin because I forgot to do that. And I keep forgetting to do that, which is really silly. Except I don't need to because I changed it. I am sorry guys, I forgot since the last part that I changed the coin at the end of it, so whatever. Great Rocket's second-hand deck, because they can't give him first-rate cards, they have to give him second-rate cards, obviously. So anyway, Tauros to start, double colourless to go with the Tauros. This is a fantastic start, because now I have a Psychic Resistance, which is very good, and I can hit him for first turn damage, basically, which would be good, except he's got Lickitung, which could in turn be extremely annoying. And of course he flips the heads on Bill's teleporter, so he gets to draw 4 cards. That sucks, because now he's going to get a lot more Pokemon out, and you know what this Lickitung does, it's a friggin' pain in the ass. I hate this thing so much, and already he is proving to be a haxy bastard, because already he's flipped the 2 important heads so far. And I ain't got nothing that I can do. So I might as well put the double colours down so that when I get the chance to attack, hopefully, I can use it, but... I never understood why they put 2 energy on their Lickitungs though, because they never use Supersonic, as they shouldn't. It's a pointless move to use, and there is no need for it, so... God, I don't understand why they think that. And this one Pika is going to be extremely awkward for you to call. Does that Tails matter or not? Because it's got two different effects. I never thought of that at the time. Because, you know, Fear the Pika has been doing all sorts of head-tail counts. Yay, Jotini! All sorts of heads and tails counts in this particular series so far, so that we can work out how lucky and unlucky I am with respect to the trainers and whatnot, the opponents. And we started looking at a meaningful / not meaningful count one as well, for stuff like, say, Pincer's paralysis when the thing was gonna die anyway. Hey! I didn't know he played this particular Mr. Mime. That is very, very scary. Okay, so the idea of this Mr. Mime, as you can see, it ignores all weakness and resistances stuff whilst it is not the active Pokemon, which means I no longer have my resistance to Psychic right here. Of course, that means he no longer has his resistance to Psychic either, but that doesn't make it any less scary, because now his Psychic types can actually damage me, and I don't really want that, to be honest. It also means that his Lickitung is not weak against fighting, so I can't damage it with that either, which means that Dogtrio is not going to do as much. However, he is a total and utter retard, and he sends it out now when there's nothing he can do. And yeah, he somehow plays Wigglytuff too. But yeah, he can't do anything here. If he flips 4 heads, then he'll get 10 damage. I don't even know at this point what the hell he's going for, but apparently he's gonna get 4 heads here. No, he's not. He's gonna get 3. Which, because it only works when Mr. Mime is on the bench and not when it's active, he does no damage to me. So really, I have no idea what his game plan is here, but it's not gonna work regardless of what it is. Oh well. I ain't going to complain too much because I'm getting 30 damage off on that thing, and I should be able to kill it next turn, which is good. And if I can kill it next turn, that means my Dogtrio can go ahead and slam his Psychic Resistance Pokemon with their fighting weakness. So that's awesome. Attacks like this are really, really funny too. He's flipped 6 out of 8, and he's done no damage with it because of resistance. That's ridiculous, but also kind of fitting, actually. Let's energy search for a fighting type energy, so I can hopefully get Earthquake charged here as well. That would be quite nice. I don't really need it right now, but it would be nice just to have all fighting energy on it, just because. So yeah, we knock it out, he goes into Jigglypuff, I get Dragonair. That's pretty freaking awesome, I've got to say. You can start raising that up now too. And yeah, this is why, to me, this is the best Jigglypuff of the game. It's all random and it works on a coin toss, but it's a searcher. If you can get heads on it, then if you get tails on it, no one appeared. But if you get heads on it, then you can search for any well, not really search for, but you can get Pokemon out of your deck, and it works quite nicely, actually. But anyway, Taurus's time is done. We are going to slash this thing to pieces, and it's going to be pretty great because it's got weakness, blah blah blah. And Lickitung comes out. That's not really very good because of Tongue Wrap, but at the same time, I can, if I had needed to, I would have been able to switch out with Switch. But I didn't need to, so that's fine by me because Slash will win the game. Slash for victory! Heck yeah! So that's it. Game set against Murray using Fighting and Colorless. Not even any Psychic types in there. Go figure. Yes, Sekar has defeated you, and you have been freed from mind control. Yes, safely. What do you mean safely dispelled? Either it dispels or, well, I suppose it could have, like, corrupted something. But oh well. Yep, triggered from defeat, blah blah blah. Yep, we are going to get a deck to beat her down. Diana before Crafty. It's kind of funny. And we get the Alakazam coin, which is my second favourite coin from the ones that I've picked up. Well, maybe third. I think there's another one that's kind of cooler, but it's extremely hard to get. But anyway, we've basically cleared up Event Coin 1, and we're going to hopefully get the last piece of the thing that we need to clear it up now. So yeah, we switch coin stuff, except he never switches the coin he uses, I don't think, so that's fine. Everybody else is still there. We've got to beat GR number 4, that's exactly what we're going to do. But before we do that, let's check out the deck which he gave us. It is, of course, Electric and Psychic. And it has a level 30 Electabuzz. This thing's really crap, because it takes 3 energy to use, and it's fun. Well, its Thunder Shock is nice, but for its only attack, it's just terrible. Don't ever use it. You get Raichu, which is also terrible, actually. Fatchu. Quick Attack is Quick Attack, and Thunderbolt is just terrible damage for that. I mean, it should do at least 80 for that amount, for that energy, even in this era. Because there's a Pikachu which has the same attack with the same energy cost, and it does 50 as a basic. There's no excuse. That's terrible. But we do get double colorless, which is nice. And we get ourselves a couple of Jolteon, so Pin Missile available. I could use Eevee now, actually, which would be quite nice. We also get Kadabra, so I could start using that, which is good. Ghastly Haunter, that's the terrible ones. The Jinx, I've already got those, it's pretty terrible. Bill, I think I need to use one more Bill, so that's quite good. But I actually quite like this deck. I'm gonna try with this deck. I don't think I should have too many troubles with that, but what I will do first is I will take out the double colorless and one of the Bills from here. Simply because if I do that, then I'm just going to put these in to compensate. If I do that, then I will be able to use these cards in this deck, and those cards will be very useful for this deck. So take out a Fighting, put in that. Take out one of the Switch, I think. I think at this point taking out one of the Switch is probably the best move. So we'll do that and put in the 4th Bill. So now I've got my Draw Engine set. And I can go ahead and hopefully win this. But I should save right in front of it first, just to make absolute sure. And there we go, victorious, blah blah blah. Yeah, we ain't gonna lose to you. Yes, we can. So yeah, you've got a sad clown face with a psychic eye thing. That's kind of freaky, dude. Go, you really need to have a dress sense thing organized. That sounds really weird coming from a guy, I realise, but oh well. Dark Hypno, Kingler, that's pretty much the workhorse of her deck right there. Dark Hypno is actually really annoying, and it bypasses resistance. So, gotta be careful of that. What do we got? Hitmonchan and nothing to use it with. Fantastic. Well, I can get Dratini, so I think I'll be okay if I get to go first here. Which I don't, of course, because since when can I ever flip a head? Oh god, it's Mew. Well then, Mew does damage based on the energy that you have. So because I don't have any energy cards on it at the moment, and I won't have any energy cards on it right now, it can't do damage to me. Because Psywave does 10 damage times the energy that it's got on it and stuff. The problem right now is that I can't retreat, so if she sends out something else that could prove to be punishing, I might be in a bit of a tight spot here. Huh. Well, she hasn't really got too much yet, but that Krabby sorta scares me. Let's go ahead and evolve just now, and I think I'm just gonna damage race this. Because I have turn advantage, I think I'm just going to go ahead and hit it for 20. It will die in 2 turns time unless she switches. And if she switches, then that's fine, I can do stuff to it later. But, yeah. Because it'll only do 10 damage before weakness, that's 20 damage to me right now. That is fine for me to take, because I've got way more HP than that, so that's all good. And I obviously can't Special Punch, but it doesn't matter because I will take it out before it takes me out. Which is the big deal here. Oh, I hope I can kill that Krabby before it evolves, because if it evolves into Kingler, I am going to be very, very scared. Lickitung, nice to see you. I don't want to put any energy on you at the moment though, because I want to have Dragonair's Hyper Beam available. Because Dragonair's Hyper Beam is very devastating, as we know. Hey, Dratini. Cool. Alright, Drowsy, go ahead and attack me with a water energy, so you're not going to get to Confuse Ray anytime soon. That's something I'm happy with. And you know what, so long as I send out Dragonair next, it's not going to get to confuse me at all, so good times. Let's put that down as well. Although, having said that, if I use Slam next turn, then one of the 2 coins will be all I need to get it killed, and that would be very good. So maybe I should do that next turn. I think I will. Yeah, Hitmonchan, not necessarily the best choice for a deck like this at the moment with who I'm fighting, but I don't care. It's there anyway. So, Slam, what are you going to do for me? You are going to get the tails, and you are going to get a heads. Excellent! So, I do get to kill it. This is good. I approve of this situation, because that means I get more energy. Oh, this horsey. I didn't realize it was this one. This is a different horsey from what we used to. It's got Water Gun. So, that's its only attack. I think it has a retreat cost, though. It might do. Let me check. No it doesn't, so it's got the same amount of HP and it's also got hide, so if you want to flip a coin then you can protect against damage and stuff. Really, Water Gun is the way to go. It's more damaging than the other horsey, but it's less stally, so I would probably still use the original horsey myself. Anyway, let's trade away Hypno so I can get myself another Dragonair? Maybe? Yeah, we'll get another Dragonair, I think. Because then I can evolve the one that is on the bench, I can attach energy to that, and we can do lots of cool stuff. I'm going to Hyper Beam because I only need to hit it twice anyway, and I can discard its energy so that it has to attach again and it won't do as much damage. If any, because she... Oh, she is going to attach to it, okay. That's interesting. But it doesn't matter because it's only 10 damage. So, damage reduction, definitely something you want to do. Lickitung's at full charge thing, I have like every single anti-psychic measure possible in the moment, and I don't even have any weakness for her to exploit either, so good times were had. Oh, Krabby, I do not like you, because you have got paralysis as an option, and that sucks, because of course you are going to get the paralysis just because of that. Nuts to you, man. Nuts to freaking you. Is there anything I can do about this? I don't think there is. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to hope to get a switch with plus power available. So if I can get a switch, then I can try and one-hit kill this thing. I think. But I'm not going to get a switch, so that sucks. Come on, Bill, please give me a switch. I've got 3 of them in the deck, so... No, full... Of course I get the full heal energy when I've already attached this turn. Nuts to you, game. Nuts to you. I probably shouldn't be putting so many things on the bench at the moment, but there's no Dark Hypno threat around it right now, so I'm fine. Oh shit. Oh shit. This Kingler is exceptionally scary. Although it is basically just going to trade KOs with me, so I'm fine. But if she flips heads here, thank God she didn't flip heads there, because yeah, I need to show this thing off, I think. I don't think I've got one of these. So, Salt Water, as we've seen, if you flip heads, it gets free water energy from the deck and attaches them to the Kingler. And then Double Edge Claw does 80 for 4 with no coin toss drawback, but it makes you take double damage next turn, so... sketchy. It's kind of very, very dangerous because 80 damage is enough to one-shot a lot of Pokemon, including my Dragonair, but at the same time it's not going to be completely devastating if I can stop energy attachments and stuff, I guess. I don't know, it's not a big threat right now, but it's definitely a dangerous Pokemon and I need to take it out as fast as I can, so yeah. Unfortunately, that Well, that I was going to say, unfortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon because I don't really have the means available to do it. But since she's being so kind and not actually having any energy to attach, it's going to be quite easy. So let's go ahead and try for Slam, I think. Let's see if I can get this killed a bit quicker. And, well, I might. It's 10 extra damage from what I had, so one more Slam would be enough. But what I could... Oh, hello, Dragonite. Nice to see you. Yeah. So, Dragonite steps in on the bench, of course, and what I could just go with that. I'm thinking I'm gonna just try and slam kill it though with this dude, and I do get it, so that's good. Of course, a meaningless heads after that. Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine. It basically means now that Dragonite can come in and one-shot stuff though, which is excellent. That is one-shot stuff so long as one of the two heads that I get is accurate. So the Pokemon Power, step in, brings in Dragonite. Psychic Energy will have to be searched out the deck, but that is doable. So we'll go ahead and attach that to the Hypno, and hopefully get a Slam KO here. Yes, we do! Beautiful! Beautiful! So that shows, I guess, the power of Dragonite. It can switch in for your Pokemon, and then it can just take out stuff. Gust of Wind? No! 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 Not Hypno! Oh! Well, it's fine, because it's only 20 damage. Hypno's got a billion HP, so it really doesn't matter too much. I could go for Professor Oak to go for the plus power right here, just to try and finish it faster, because I've won anyway, so I could do that. You know what, let's do it. I'm not going to deck out, because there's nothing she can do against what I've got, and yeah, there we go. See, plus power, get the Dark Mind off, it does 70 damage, and that's game set. However, note there that plus power does not do extra damage to the bench, so even in this era it was strictly the active Pokemon that took more damage. And hey, we are victorious! Yes, you indeed lost, and for beating her, because she took a lot longer to kill off, we get the more useful pack from Team Rocket, Team Rocket's Ambition pack. And in here, we are going to get ourselves a Dark Slowbro, which is okay. It's actually a very good card in its own right if you're using Psychic types, because its real in power lets you get Pokemon back from your discard pile. It's 3 in total, so you could take either 3 basics, 3 evolutions, or a combination of, say, 2 basics, 1 evolution. Its fickle attack is annoying. It does a good amount of damage if you can flip heads, but a flippy attack at best. And my thing decided to lose focus on the window. Fantastic, but that's okay, because whatever. Yeah, it's a decent card. I quite like it myself, but I would only really play 1 or 2 of it, because usually you don't need more than that. Dark Gloom, I think did we see this before? I don't think we have actually in this game yet. Dark Gloom basically has a power that if you flip heads, the opponent gets confused, if you flip tails, you get confused, and that's that. It also does 10 damage plus poison, so there you go. Hefty retreat cost for only 50 HP, but considering it evolves still, it's not bad. And really, if you can circumvent the confusion on yourself, it's a really nice card. Dark Haunter is unique to this game. There was a Dark Haunter that was released later in the series. It was one of the Neo sets, whatever the 4th one was called, I can't remember. I know what set it is, but I can't remember what it was called. It was the first one, no, second one that introduced Shining Pokemon. It was the only one in the series that introduced Light Pokemon, which was weird. They kind of sucked though. Whatever, it's a nasty card, because it's got Rocket's sneak attack as... Is it Rocket's sneak attack, or... Yeah, it is, isn't it, that? because the Rocket's Trap is the other trainer that I'm thinking, but yeah, it's got Rocket Sneak Attack effect if you flip heads. 60 HP is not terrible for a Haunter actually, and it's only got 1 retreat cost, so yeah, pretty nice card. Dark Golduck is very good because it's a water type which uses psychic energy, so you can use it in psychic decks and not be all psychic type, so that's good in its own right. But it also has a draw engine built into it that can be good, and Super Psy, standard Super Psy. It's a strong card, a little bit low in HP, but very strong nonetheless. Digger, unfortunately, is the most useless thing ever. It tries to do a plus power, but it fails spectacularly because, first off, you have to flip first, and if you flip tails then you do 10 damage to yourself. Otherwise, it's a game of whoever flips tails first. Terrible, terrible card when there's no need to use anything but plus power. Oh wow. Oh, I didn't realise I got one of these. This is an amazing card. It's one of the many cards in this game, many being about 5, I think, which let you get stuff back from the discard pile. We've done that twice this episode though, because we got that Slowbro in this same pack, and now we've got this as well, but this also lets you get basic energy back, so that can be very good too. All in all, fantastic card, definitely use 1 or 2 of them in most decks, and it's good. Bill's Teleporter, we see what that does. The Bulbasaur, we know what that does. This Growlithe is another one, I think, from the vending machines. I have no idea where this one's from, but it's interesting. You can get a trainer card out, which is good. I think it's the only card of the game that lets you search out trainer cards outside of computer search. So, can be good. Expensive and flippy though. And then Ember is Ember, that's what it does. This Dratini takes more energy, but its attack has got a paralysis chance. That's literally the only difference, so there you go. That's the last card we got. And of course we do get Lost Isle as well, which will give us a Poliwrath. Okay, this Poliwrath is really nice actually. Only 80 HP, 10 less than the other one, but it's got cheaper attacks. 30 for 2s, fairly standard, and then Hydro Pump, well, technically not cheaper than Water Gun from the other one, but it's more damaging, so yeah, because Water Gun from the other one was 2 water and a colourless, and it was 30 plus. This one is the same as Blastoise's thing, so does more damage. I think it's better in a way. It depends though, because Whirlpool's really good, but oh wow. Have we seen what this does? I don't think we've seen what this does. It's interesting, probably better than the other Poliwhirl, because you can do status with either Coin there, and you can paralyze with that. It's not as damaging, but it's massive on the status, and it's a bit easier to make survive, so it's pretty good. We know what that Jinx does, because that was in the last game. Mysterious Fossil, finally, we get one of those, and yes, we get the final coin piece. So we have successfully completed the Great Rocket Coin, which means we can now travel to their island. Always good. Yes, we are free to visit that place, and we shall have stronger decks ready. Of course, because we're going to have to fight them too, which is obvious. Okay, yep, that happened, so yes, we defended you, and we get thanked for it. So yeah, we'll come back and fight these guys at some point, I think, because yeah. I don't really want to fight any of them now, I don't think. I probably could if I came back in, but I don't want to. Anyway, now that we have beaten all 4 of them, we have been sent to... No, we haven't been sent for anything. He's been sent to find us, and he apparently has stolen cards. Very good. So everybody's cards now have come back. That's fantastic, and they had boosters. We get Lost Isle booster packs from him, so that's 2 in this episode, I suppose, and we are going to get this time the Electrode, which happened before. The thing with this Electrode is that if you can put free energy on it, you can start accelerating your energy attachments, but at that stage you should be far enough set up that it's just too slow. If that took 1 energy, then it would be really good. Especially for this era. But yeah, even 2 energy would have been fine, but 3 is too expensive. And we get 1 of these Voltorb, finally. I need 4 of those so I can get that Pikachu, because that Pikachu is awesome and I want it, definitely. So yeah, we have to do a lot of stuff, basically. Yeah, he's going to do his work, I'm going to do my work, and that is that. So, we have freed this entire island. Stuff has happened, and that's good, right? You know, freeing the place. Can we get a card from you again? No, we cannot. Anyway, what we can do is we can go in here, the one place that we haven't truly been into yet. Because as you hear, there is a challenge cup going on, and we're going to do that next time. So, this has been Gamer Cow, and we have mail. Let's go quickly check the mail. Yes, diagnosis, blah blah blah. Yeah, we can do whatever. So yeah, Gamer Cow, this game, known as TCT2, and next time we're going to do a challenge cup. Don't know what deck I'm going to build for that yet, but I'm going to build that and then do the next video. So you unfortunately no sort of thing with this one. It's really difficult actually to try and put user feedback into this particular game, because the thing is, most of this game as you've seen so far has been sort of make this deck type and win, and it's only going to get worse from here because the next island is very sort of restrictive on what you can and can't use, and there's not really any scope for me to say, hey guys, what type of deck do you want me to build? Because you've kind of got to build specific decks in that place. Which sucks, but that's the way the game is developed. And actually it's not bad, it's just slightly irritating, because you like to have complete freedom as to how to do stuff. But then you don't use half of the cards in that sort of sense, so it balances out. Anyway, a long outro is long. See you guys for the next part.